Oh hi, didn't see you there. I'm Nils Kimmel from 6,000 Sheep. You may be asking yourself, why didn't 6,000 Sheep release any original narrative short films for this year's BC Student Film Festival? Did they use too much camera equipment and go way over budget? No, that's not the case. Even though we used tens of thousands of dollars worth of camera gear, BC Student Film Festival and its deadline was always in the highest of our priorities. So what really did happen? Well, as you'll see, the group ran into some problems along the way. Enjoy the short documentary on what happened. As you most likely know, 6,000 Sheep were a popular and successful production group in the early to mid-2010s. The group consisted of myself, Nils Kimmel, Eric McDonald, Callan Ray, Winston Bull, Zachary Lowen, and very briefly, Sean Matheson. The name 6,000th Sheep, where did that originate?
Well, if you try to say 6,000th sheep to yourself, you'll notice that it is very hard to say.
I think it was one night, we were all gathered together at my house. I couldn't think of any ideas anymore, and I was like, alright guys, I'm just gonna fall asleep, because maybe I'll think of something in my sleep, because, you know, usually I come up with most of the ideas in the group. I just laid back, closed my eyes, and I started counting sheep. That night, I just could not fall asleep. I got all the way up to 6,000 sheep. I was like, hey guys, what about 6,000th sheep? And you know, it turns out they loved it, and it's been our name ever since.
We had plans to make a video about, mainly about friendships and gunmen, and none of those videos ever really came to be. Finally, I had an idea about a paperboy and a businessman who kind of meet and become friends on a park bench.
On the first day of shooting, it was before school, and we were filming a morning scene, a wake-up scene, in one of the rooms on our production set. And Eric, I think, was on sound. I was helping. What was I doing? I was shooting behind the scenes at the time. Nils was on camera, and Callan was doing what he does best.
Is this day one of shooting?
Day one of shooting. Day one of shooting.
Yeah!
Yeah, that was the first scene. The second scene was actually when Zach rushes downstairs and quickly pours some cereal into a bowl. The whole thing is in a really fast rush, so we tried to really capture that in the moment of this production. So we had the black magic going, and we had another black magic going, just in case something happened to the first one, you know, the SSD cards, never know about that. We had a couple reflectors, you know, LED panels, all this gear. It was just really warms the heart of my self.
Are you guys seeing this? Eric,
I'm seeing this.
what are your comments on this?
Damn it.
I think that we're basically almost done, so
Yeah, the video production was doomed from the start. You know, the weather wasn't working out the way I thought it would. I needed sun. The weather was giving me clouds and rain. You know, Zach was doing his play, and so was Sean. And so the video never really was meant to be. We brought special guest Sean Matheson in to play the part of the newspaper boy. We had never filmed anything with him before. That was the very day that 6,000 Sheep broke up. We only got one scene with him completely filmed, which was just a single shot of him staring into a TV and getting a phone call for him to come into work.
Hello?
We went upstairs to shoot another scene with Zach and realized we needed a smaller focal length. So we all waited for Winston to arrive with his 14mm.
out the gear.
Oh, look at his gear. Look at his gear.
Have you been smoking?
This would be the only time in 6,000 Sheep's history where every single member of the group was in the same room. It would not last long.
Okay, I got the gear.
Take me back to the moments leading up to Kellen throwing the phone and ultimately the breakup of the 6,000 Sheep.
We had everything ready. As you can see behind me, all our gear.
Zach was in the computer room with all our computers. He was making lots of noise on his phone.
I heard this a really annoying kind of clicking sound almost. Kellen thought he would do the right thing and went up to Zach and grabbed the phone from his hands and threw it on the front lawn. I looked at Zach, and before I knew it, he was getting his things and was on his way out the door.
Oh, why don't you get the behind the scenes from the? Why don't you get the behind the scenes from the? Oh. Thank you. I couldn't take it anymore. He needed to be taught a lesson, you know. He just takes this entire group for granted. Who does he think he is?
Oh, I will. Okay, Kellen.
Yeah. So, as you can see, we have Eric, Nils, Sean. Zach decided to leave us. He's not here with us anymore.
And why is that, Kellen?
'Cause I threw his phone.
So whose fault is that, Kellen?
It's my fault.
This wasn't the first instance of Kellen throwing Zachary Lowen's phone. That had happened once before during the shooting of Zoomfest. But I think this time it was different. You know, the stakes were higher. We weren't going to be able to finish if Zachary Lowen would leave because we only had a few days that we could shoot. And unfortunately, that's exactly what he did.
So, I guess we're not doing this video.
What about the $100 million?
Yeah, 100 million. Hey, but if Miss Alex gets mad at us, you can blame it on me, I guess. Or Zach. But probably me, I guess.
Zach joined the group about a year ago. We've had our ups and downs, but overall I think we've got some pretty good product out for our fans. But him leaving, I think, was a real low point in our production company.
Ultimately, that's what led to the breakup of 6,000 Sheep. 6,000 Sheep. That ended 3 or 4 weeks ago. You know, we started off working with a single 7D. It's amazing to see how far we've come since then.
Zachary Lowen, I know you're watching this video right now. You better be part of our team because a team stays together.
This year has been a crazy ride. We went, you know, from our highest to our lowest in a matter of hours, really.
Sorry, I'm just thinking about those good times with Zach.
You miss him?
Yes, of course.
In conclusion, 6,000 Sheep at their prime were unbeatable. They had the best crew, the best cinematography, and unbeatable performance when it came to making short films. Unfortunately, along the way, problems happened, and their video for BC Student Film Festival couldn't get done on time. Attempts have been made since then to reunite the group and restart the lost fellowship that was 6,000 Sheep. Unfortunately, none of these plans have worked. Hey, here's to the future. From all of us at 6,000 Sheep, thank you for watching.